That was a horrible day at the office. We didn't do much right in that game, to be quite honest with you. And so we got to own that, obviously, starting first and foremost with me. Just losing football really was, We're highly penalized, some pre-snap penalties, some operational penalties, bad snaps, just JV football in a lot of ways. I thought it was a significant point in the game when we got stopped in the red zone, and then they drove the ball there before the half. But that doesn't tell the story to the game, man. We just weren't good enough throughout the game. We didn't play a good game today. We had some injuries. Landon Roberts got a groin. Obviously wasn't able to return. Kenny Pickett wasn't able to return with an ankle. Isaac with a shoulder. Minka, I think, broke his left hand, but they were able to cast it at the extended half, and he was able to finish the game. But again, it's as I mentioned, man. We need to look no further than the mirror. We didn't do it today, and we got a short week, and so no time to, feel sorry for ourselves and things of that nature, man. We got fast business approaching.
What did you see different? You thought your offense made some strides last week. What did you see different today?
Possession down ball was not where we needed it to be. I thought that was the story. Really kind of the first half, man. I thought we were running it fluidly, but we weren't able to run it enough because we weren't winning enough possession downs. And so I think it kind of snowballed from there.
What can you attribute this, Mike? 2-10 opponent. Did you chance anybody took them lightly?
No, we don't. We look at ourselves and the quality of our play or the lack thereof, and it wasn't there today.
Was it part of the pregame defensive strategy for you guys to have a spy on Kyler Murray?
At different points, not down in and down out. No.
What did you see on that 99-yard drive with them converting those third downs and allowed them to keep that rhythm going?
They worked the interior portions of the field. We didn't do a good enough job matching up on their tight end. I thought their tight end was significant, but particularly in that sequence.
Mike, if Kenny, I know you got a short week. If Kenny can't play, will you stick with Mitch, or will you leave it up for debate?
Yeah, we'll roll with Mitch if he can't play, but I don't know where any of that is as I sit here today.
Specifically, where the tackles were concerned, not lining up information, was that something that was off with your interpretation of the rules, or?
It was just negligence on us.
Like that negligence, the penalties today, was that something that was lacking in practice this week? Why do you think it was such a sloppy game?
No excuses there. I didn't see that in practice, but I did see that in stadium, and we own it for sure.
Mike, did you think you were able to use the delays accordingly to be able to come out and play better after having 30, 40-minute delays?
Both squads were delayed. That's the unforeseen. I'm not, attributing any quality or lack thereof in terms of performance to the delays.
Mike, how do you change the direction of this team on a short week going into the game on Thursday?
We just get ready to win the next game, man. We were coming off of a loss on our last Thursday night game, and that's what you could control. You control the next one. This one's in the books. We better work quickly and win the next game. That's our focus.
Defense has been able to thrive, Mike, with a bend but don't break mentality, forced turnovers of opposing offenses. What happened today that you weren't able to capitalize on any opportunities like that?
I thought we struggled from a communication standpoint when Landon Roberts went down. We lost some significant communication and some glue there, and I thought it was reflective in our play.
Speaking of communication, how do you evaluate the offensive communication and play calling communication on the sideline between your assistants?
It was poor today because of the outcome of the game.
It seemed like you were rolling the ball well in the first half. Was it just the score that caused you to get away from it, or did you feel like you didn't execute as well in the second half in the running game?
It kind of got away from us after we turned the ball over, and it became a multi-score game. We weren't able to do some of the things that we had set out to do, obviously, at the initial stages.
Mike, when Kenny went out on right before fourth down, did you consider kicking a field goal there?
No, we were going to go for that. We got to score points in order to win football games, and so not going to question our aggression there. We got to be able to get a yard.
How about the decision to line up in the shotgun instead of having Mitch under center?
It's irrelevant in today's game.
Anyone else?
Mike, do you worry that your players were overconfident at all, that they thought they'd figured stuff out last week and this was no big deal?
No.
All right.
Thanks, guys.